Guess what? I finished my book. Or one of my books. Look! The one about flips in the switch. Here's some of the stuff I want. First, about trust building. There are many ways to build trust. Let's explore some of the best ones now. I want to ask the question of share a specific client, but was afraid of seeming pushy. I hesitated, finally said, I'd like to ask you something, but I'm not sure how to word it. Her response was wise. Why don't you say it the way you're thinking it? Just say it. Speak the truth. What a great idea. Honesty is a powerful trust builder. It says, I respect you. You have the right to know. Also, it's a strong sign of self-confidence to be willing to speak and hear the truth. Most of us were raised to tell the truth, but are we really honest? In a training session, the vice president of a sales and 6 regional sales managers were talking about the change going on in their business. They had some tough news that needed to announce to the field. Sounding like a politician caught in a scam. One said, what kind of spin can we put on this so the salesman will buy in? Yeah, people do that a lot at work, especially. So often we speak in codes and intuitively we avoid telling the truth. Intuitively or intentionally, I'm not that good. Avoid telling the truth in order to be polite or preserve of illustration. Maybe we feel conflict. Maybe we can't bear to be the bad guy. We claim that by being less than forthright, we are protecting someone else. But really, what you are trying to do is to protect yourself for the pain of speaking honesty. Some examples. A manager tells an employee you were passed over for the promotion because you didn't have enough years in, instead of casually discussing critical growth areas. Wow! That relates to me. Except my boss told me the truth. It just took me like a week to handle the truth. That's another thing we gotta be do. Able to handle criticism without getting our feelings hurt. And just because they criticize you doesn't mean you have to change for them. You should change for yourself. It doesn't mean we all gonna change. A coach tells the team, you're playing well, but the Fishers made a lot of bad calls, instead of saying the other team was simply better. A parent tells her child that the teacher isn't being fair to you, instead of confronting him about poor study habits. Whenever the mother spinning the message is a trust kill. Telling the truth, even if it stings, is the best approach. Where the truth, there is trust. Speaking to the white person. Yeah, this is a lesson I learned too. Do you know what triangle is? If you haven't heard the term, you've certainly seen the behavior. It was where person A is upset with person B, but rather than speaking directly to person B, A talks to person C about B, and then sometimes C tells B what A says. Following that, venting is one thing. Sometimes blowing off steam to a third party is the best way to deal with our initial frustration. Also, some of our feelings may be about our own personal issues, and so may never need to express directly to the person at all. But triangling, I don't know what that word is, sometimes something else entirely, and it can cause real problems. Even when seeming innocent, it's a waste of time and energy and solves fewer problems. Because holding feelings and breeding distrust, who would you trust more? The person who talks behind your back or the one who comes to you directly? Got a problem with somebody? Talk to them, not someone else. I'm scared to talk to people directly. I'm afraid I'm going to get yelled at and in trouble because that's all I've ever known. Do it in a QB spirit or respectful and hilarious, of course. Don't discard the notion of diploma and be appreciated for the sake of honesty. But talk to them. It may be difficult, but it feels more efficient, and it's a great way to build trust. Okay. You should support your dreams at work. Your boss, not saying this happened. Well, never mind, not my boss. Not the boss. I was going to say, your children. This is about how you should support dreams, not your own dreams, not what you think the workplace should be, but what their dreams are, and you support their dreams. Like if you have a kid and you have something you want them to do, you should let them support their own dreams and be happy to show them your dreams. Show you care. One of the most powerful trust but of all is demonstrate to others that you have the best interest in heart. Normally this isn't a trait many would associate with salespeople. I don't want to read the story. Apparently she met somebody and they were having 2 babies and she sold something to them. And then she went back and gave them back the check because they needed it because they were about to have 2 babies. So she had their best interests at heart. Anyways, this is part 1. Part 2 is coming.